If you guys are in need of 15 games in a row in Triple Threat Park for a Galaxy Opal, contact Rose NBA on Twitter. The link would be down below in the description. You'll get it done fast and easy. Hit my man up. What's up, y'all? It's Ty. In this video today, we're going to be going over talking about each and every one of the new locked-in cards added into NBA 2K25 MyTEAM. And honestly, guys, I don't love the top-tier talent of these cards. I've said that and I mean it. But as far as some of the diamonds in this drop, I actually don't hate, which is crazy for me to say because I never thought I'd be hyping up any of these diamond cards. But they're actually not bad. So that's what we're going to be diving into, talking about. And as we do, please smash that subscribe button. Derrick McKey up first. This is the diamond card that I'm really excited about. 84 3-ball, 86 speed. Driving dunks, obviously not great. You know, ball handling's not great. But look at the defense. 86 interior, 93 perimeter. Small forward at 6'10". Comes with the default swing release, which is really good. Normal leaner, normal dribble style. Hall of Fame challenger glove. Immovable, off-ball best, on-ball menace. This card's good, guys. Derrick McKey is good. He can play at a really high level, 6'10", good release, and if you have a diamond option pack, he is the guy to choose. I'm telling you that right now. Is he perfect? Look, I'm not going to sit up here and act like the card is perfect. He is extremely good on the floor, can dunking the ball, handling the ball, not great, but he is the best diamond that came out, or is going to come out today. Chandler Parsons up next, 6'9", small forward, 6'9", wingspan. He has a total of 13 badges, including 4 Hall of Famers. This card is horrible. Okay, and so a lot of these diamond cards that we've been getting in this line, you know, or in these Tuesday drops are horrible. Chandler Parsons fits that. The card is not good whatsoever. Is not a card that I would recommend you guys picking up. Antonio McDyess up next. Another diamond that's not horrible. 73 ball is low. Decent standing driving dunk. 87 speed. Solid defense. Is the Taj Gibson base good? I don't really know, honestly. Basic, leaner, basic dribble style. McDyess isn't bad either, though. I mean, he is slightly undersized, in my opinion, at 6'9". But I don't mind the card whatsoever. I think if you get Antonio McDyess, he is going to compete defensively. He's going to be able to knock down some shots. You just can't hate on Antonio McDyess and what the card gives you, in my opinion, because I believe he gives you a ton on the floor. So again, as far as the diamonds that came today, I really don't mind them. McDyess and Derrick McKey. As far as Chandler Parsons, he obviously is not good. Rip Hamilton up next. Kind of talked him slightly about him in last night's video. 95 3-ball, decent release, Pro 2 leaner, which is nice. Normal dribble style isn't great. The problem that I see with Rip is for today's era, for today's game, he's a pink diamond. I feel like defensively he's just okay, and I'm not saying he's bad, but I would have just liked to see the card be slightly better on the defensive side of the ball, because at the end of the day, Rip Hamilton is only 6'7". You know, if you're only going to be 6'7", maybe it's, me being too negative about the card, but I just wish he gave you slightly more defense. Again, decent though. Like as far as a 3-and-D option for your squad, I don't, I can't hate on the card a whole ton. I think he's a fine card for your specific squad. And again, at 6'7", can get the job done. High 3-ball. He's not great. No hot spots. He's a fine card, I will say. Jerry Lucas up next. Start with this. Corey Kispert base. Solid. Basic dribble style. Yikes. Basic leaner. Yikes. 90 3-ball. 90 standing dunk, driving dunk. 82 speed. Defensively solid. I mean, honestly, Jerry Lucas he's fine because he's going to stretch the floor. And that, honestly, at the power forward position is super important. What do I wish for Jerry Lucas? I just wish he gave you slightly more defense. Only 6'8" with 82 speed. Like, that is not great, in my opinion, for Jerry Lucas. Is this card a card that is going to stretch the field? Absolutely. Or stretch the court? Absolutely. And so, you got to somewhat appreciate that. I just wish he gave you just that slightly more on the defensive side of the ball. Next up after Jerry Lucas, we see Dennis Johnson, 6'4", 6'7", wingspan, 83 ball, 94 speed, defensively incredible, handling the ball is incredible, dunking wise, not great for the card, but I don't mind Dennis Johnson a whole ton. Why? Because he's 6'4", and defensively, he is incredibly good. Like, there's just not a lot of things you can say negatively about Dennis Johnson on that side of the ball. Jordan Nwora base is fine. Basic dribble style is really troll for a point guard. But I don't hate this card at all. I actually think Dennis Johnson is incredibly good, you know, for what you're needing him to do on the floor. He's, you know, going to knock down shots. He's going to play defense. As far as dunking the ball, do I wish he did that a little bit better? Absolutely. But that's just not what Dennis Johnson gives you on the floor. So you got to take what you can get out of Dennis Johnson. I don't think the card's bad. I just wish he gave you that slightly more offensively. Hondo up next. The first negative, only really negative thing that I can say about John Havlicek is this. And this is going to be the only negative thing I talk about, and then we'll dive into a lot of positives. He's only got 84 speed. At this stage of the game, that is the one stat on this John Havlicek card that I wish was better. Now let's talk about the positives. 94 3-ball, defensively has some of the best stats in the entire game. 84 speed again isn't great, but good 3-ball. Driving dunk obviously is not great, but he's going to shoot the ball at a high level. And I honestly, I think he might shoot the ball at the highest level on this game for John Havlicek. And you know, that's my personal opinion on Hondo. Only 6'5", but he comes with a great release. You know, good high 3-ball. I like Hondo on this game. I really do. I just wish his speed was higher. You know, that's my real complaint about John Havlicek, if I've got one, is the fact that, yeah, you know, his speed just simply could be higher, and that's something that I think is a negative for the card. James Worthy up next. When I think of this James Worthy card, I just think of mid. You know, what does this card give you that Paolo Banchero doesn't give you? And I don't even like doing this, but let's talk about it. Like, what does James Worthy give you over Paolo Banchero? Because I think Paolo Banchero is the better card. And honestly, I know a lot of people might disagree with me, and that's fine. But tell me how. Like, tell me how are you even going to disagree with me on this? It just does not make sense to me. Because when I'm looking at Paolo, comparing him to James Worthy, I'm telling you right now, Paolo's taller. I think Paolo's release is just as good. He's a more complete card. James Worthy, the best part about him is the 94 speed. That is the one thing about this James Worthy card that I can't complain about. He's got, you know, one of the higher speed ratings in the entire game. 84 3-ball is fine. Defensively, he's fine. This card's fine, but what people have to realize is because he is a Galaxy Opal, he's going to be overpriced. I mean, that's just the way this game works. He's a Galaxy Opal, so he's going to be overpriced, and he's not going to be worth whatever price he ends up going for. So I'm not going to just sit up here in front of you guys and hate on this card too much. But I'm just telling you, when you're looking at, you know, some of the more complete cards, I just don't know if James Worthy is any better than Paolo Banchero. You know, badge-wise, I like the card. Stat-wise, he's fine. And let's say you have an option pick. If you want to, the John Wall base is nice. If you want to get James Worthy, you can. I'm just saying, as far as an overall small forward, he's fine. Like, there's nothing that stands out. Now, again, if you have an option pick, is James Worthy better than Hondo? Honestly, I think they're the same. Because I could, whatever I just said about James Worthy, I could say the same about Havlicek. I could. Like, realistically, he's not that fast. Yes, he's going to shoot the ball incredibly good. He's got 13 Hall of Famers. But realistically, like, he's kind of mediocre as well. And so, you know, I could say the exact same thing for Hondo as well. For Baron Davis, 91 3-ball, 97 speed, defensively really solid, only 6'3" on the court. One thing I'm interested in on Baron Davis, and I talked about this a little bit last night, is he has that Joe Ingles upper. Now, is that a game-breaking thing? I don't know. I don't know how bad it is going to be, but I do think it is going to slightly hold back Baron Davis. You know, when I'm talking and looking at some of the better point guards, even looking at if you buy the thing for 200,000 VC, is Baron Davis worth it? I doubt it. Only 6'3". Yes, stat-wise is good. Dunking-wise is good, but I think it's going to hold it back. So briefly, if you have to choose a diamond, Derrick, McKey. If you have to choose a pink diamond, honestly, Dennis Johnson or Rip Hamilton. If you have to choose a Galaxy Opal, it's between James Worthy and Hondo. Who I would choose, I don't know, between the Galaxy Opals, I would choose McKey, Rip Hamilton, and then if I chose Rip Hamilton, I'd probably choose James Worthy, but I don't love the Galaxy Opals. But that's going to wrap it up for our video. Let me know your thoughts. Drop a like on it. Subscribe if you are new, and as always, man, I love you guys. Have a blessed day.